I do remember though, when I was in Boston and I was around 5 or 6 years old, I started going to the Sunday school there. And I've always been, I'm not gonna say smart, but I've always been a kid who's very like I just like to learn. I was always the kid who you would find kind of like sitting in the corner playing with his Legos or just reading a book. My mother's a doctor, so she was trained in medicine in India. So she has all of her like medicine books. So my parents would find me like 4 or 5 years old, instead of like playing or running around, I should be having the book open and just like, I don't know, like flipping the pages as if I know what's going on. So one thing that my father realized was when I was in Sunday school and they were making us do all of those, like, like the small 40 hadith, and the a hadith are very like small, it's easy to memorize 3 4 words. For me, it was very easy for me to kind of memorize it and pick it up. And then especially in my Quran class, like I was becoming way ahead of every single other person. So my father kind of started realizing that this little child of mine is a little different. Do you know what I mean? And maybe the trajectory that I have for him, like, doctor, engineer, or lawyer, maybe for this kid it's a little bit different. Like he's built for something else. Fitratan wa jibillatan. So, and my father realized this when, on our Sunday school graduation, every single student had to like give a reflection on what they like learned. I mean, talking about like these 3 4 5, like 5 6 7 8 year olds, So for me, my teacher chose that I was going to read a hadith from the book. What I ended up doing, and that was supposed to be the first hadith. When I went up there, I not only read the first hadith of the book, I read all of the hadith in the book by memory. And everybody was just like, what is wrong with this kid? And it was already over 50 hadith. So that's kind of like when my dad was like, okay, this kid's he's a little bit different. We'll try to use him for something else.